We are now getting to the point of being able to talk about easing mask guidelines. Joe Biden, in fact, today is set to make a statement about masking as a follow-up to what we're expecting to be an easing of outdoor mask guidelines by the CDC. I already said yesterday, this makes absolutely perfect sense based on the science. Tucker Carlson on Fox News cannot simply leave it at that. Tucker has to go further and not only attack masking, but demand that people bully mask wearers if they see them wearing masks, if they want to. Let's jump right into this segment from last night, first part of the segment.
We did give in. This grotesque version of Halloween went on for more than a year, and it's still going on. Not even Tony Fauci still pretends that masks are medically necessary. Instead, masks are purely a sign of political obedience, like Kim Il-sung pins in Pyongyang. We wear them because we have to. The only people who wear masks voluntarily outside are zealots and neurotics. How neurotic are they? Well, we know. A Pew survey from last March found that 64% of white Americans who classify themselves as liberal or very liberal have been diagnosed with an actual mental health condition. And you see them everywhere when you walk down the street in any major city.
Now, the mental health thing is very deceptive and ugly. He doesn't mention what portion of all Americans have been diagnosed, and even diagnosed is a complicated term because lots of people have undiagnosed mental illness because they refuse to go or don't have access to mental health care. And also simply being anxious counts as mental illness in the poll that Tucker mentions. That's all deceptive and very ugly and sort of used as a cudgel. But Tucker Carlson is right about one thing. There's an aspect in which masks are theater. I've been talking about it outdoors on bike paths and sidewalks, especially after vaccination. There is an element to masks being theater. It's a signal that you care. Before anybody was vaccinated, 1 out of 1,000 cases were transmitted outdoors. And they were in obvious situations. People crowded together in large groups outdoors. No one is getting this walking by someone on the sidewalk, even jogging by someone. Check out the recent statements from Dr. Ashish Jha from Brown University. I never believed that that made sense, but I did it to show I care. So in a sense, there is an aspect of theater, but we're getting beyond that now, and it's a good thing. But somehow Tucker is attacking people's mental health, and then it gets much worse.
If you dare to go on foot from Union Station to the Capitol, for example, in Washington without wearing a mask, angry Biden voters will snort at you in judgment. How could you? They're saying from behind the gauze. How could you? That's the question we should be asking of them in return. The rest of us should be snorting at them first. They're the aggressors. It's our job to brush them back and restore the society we were born in. So the next time you see someone in a mask on the sidewalk or on the bike path, do not hesitate. Ask politely but firmly, would you please take off your mask?
Now, this is really stupid. I'm ready to stop wearing my mask outdoors based on the coming CDC and Joe Biden statements. I expect governors to go with outdoor masking is not needed, but other people wearing them, why do I care if other people are wearing masks? If it's the middle of summer and I see somebody wearing a winter hat, I think that's odd. It doesn't seem comfortable, but what difference does it make to me if someone wants to wear a wool winter hat in the middle of summer? Go ahead and do it, as long as you don't make me do it. I think the judgment of people not wearing masks outdoors as these guidelines ease is something that will have to be dealt with. But tell other people to take off masks, it doesn't really sound like liberty and freedom even that so-called conservatives advocate for. That's not making sense. And then it just gets worse.
Science shows there is no reason for you to be wearing it. Your mask is making me uncomfortable. We should do that, and we should keep doing it until wearing a mask outside is roughly as socially accepted as lighting a Marlboro in an elevator. It's repulsive. Don't do it around other people. That's the message we should send because it's true.
I don't know if Tucker believes that, quite frankly. Like, I think he knows his audience will love it, but then to actually go into how to deal with kids wearing masks, he says, call child services.
As for forcing children to wear masks outside, that should be illegal. Your response when you see children wearing masks as they play should be no different from your response to seeing someone beat a kid in Walmart. Call the police immediately. Contact Child Protective Services. Keep calling until someone arrives. What you're looking at is abuse. It's child abuse, and you are morally obligated to attempt to prevent it. If it's your own children being abused, then act accordingly. Let's say your kid's school emailed you to announce that every day after lunch, your sixth grader was going to get punched in the face by a teacher. How would you respond to that? That's precisely how you should respond when they tell you that your kids have to wear masks on the soccer field. That is unacceptable, it is dangerous, and we should act like it, because it is. But too few of us have responded like that.
So that is just completely off the rails. Tucker starts with the kernel of a good idea. Science doesn't support the need for outdoor masking. Great. Crossover agreement. I will join Tucker in a bipartisan way on that issue. Then he drops in 64% of liberals are mentally ill. Wait, hold on. Where is this going? Then he goes into tell other people to take off their masks because you don't like it. Well, hold on. Now that's authoritarian and overbearing. And then call Child Protective Services if you see a kid wearing a mask. Hello, police. Get CPS here. There's mask wearing on a playground. What we need instead are just clear new guidelines from the CDC not to weaponize mask wearing against people by involving child services or police. That's not that far from like Alex Jones type stuff about putting kids in camps or whatever. It's like a soft Alex Jones with better writing, lighting, and makeup. That's essentially what Tucker Carlson has become. And the kernel was not crazy about outdoor masking. And the CDC is set to agree with the kernel of that. And then it just goes completely off the rails. My question is, do you think Tucker believes this stuff? Or Tucker's doing it because he knows his audience will absolutely love it? I don't know. Let me know what you think. One of our sponsors is Curiosity Stream, letting my audience try it free for an entire month. I love Curiosity Stream, perfect for people like me or anybody who watches the David Pakman Show. Curiosity Stream is kind of like Netflix for documentaries. It's a streaming service with thousands of documentaries from some of the best filmmakers. Many are exclusive to Curiosity Stream, including documentaries on politics, science, history, everything. The Curiosity Stream app is great. I use it on my TV, phone, and iPad. I just watched, as I told you, very recently, Engineering the Future. Very, very interesting about potential future technologies. And they always have the newest and most popular documentaries. They have amazing ones that I can't find on other platforms. And Curiosity Stream is just $2.99 a month or $19.99 for a whole year. But you can try it totally free for 1 month when you go to curiositystream.com/Pakman and use the promo code Pakman.